Hello friends, today we see the interpersonal skills. Content of today's topic is how to develop interpersonal skill, beneficial points, 8 tips for developing positive relationship, positive attitude, 10 habits can turn a gloomy outlook into an effortlessly optimistic attitude. So we first see what is interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills are not only important but they also show your ability to use every possible things as a scope and resource. Okay, so first we see uh, how to develop interpersonal skill. First point is have a positive attitude. Portraying a positive attitude is being cheerful, smile while interacting with teammates and colleagues. If you are greeting people cheerfully at your workplace, it is also considered as your positive gesture or your positive attitude. Second is learn easy ways to problem solving. Don't just stick with your problems. You have to solve it with very easy method. There is no any complex method is necessary. Third point is master good communication skill. You need to listen very thoughtfully. A good communicator is always a good and thoughtful listener. A very old saying nails it right. Before giving your opinion, if you have listened thoughtfully, you will know what you are saying and what the conversation is all about. So, means what you are going to give your expression and what you are going to listen is most important thing. Fourth point is add inclusiveness to your work dictionary. Inclusiveness means talking and listening to the views of others is a great deal. You never know which idea may find its feet in your work and take it to the next level. Teamwork is always better than a work done individually. So you have to include the ideas of your colleagues is most important thing. Next is the learn some managing tactics. You have to manage all the things in your life. Just like in workplace also you have to manage all the things. The work environment is not very different from other things which you do in day-to-day life. Management is a very important attribute of the work environment and culture. Learn to control your frustration and emotions effectively. Once you have mastered the art of self management, you may learn to hide all the negative aspects very easily. If there are adverse conditions, you will have to hide these things to avoid any negative impact. Sixth point is start taking responsibility. If you are going to start to take the responsibility, all problems may be solved. The one of the most vital in interpersonal skill is taking responsibility and accountability. The two interpersonal skills are very important for overall performance and productivity. If you have these two attributes, then you can do all the thing with ease. You are trusted, your co-workers will love you and they will bank on you. The one very important point of being accountable is that it helps in reducing tensions and conflicts between colleagues. Seventh point is don't teach your etiquettes. Different societies across the globe judge people according to the manners they have, so do the employers. With the world being so compact, this thing may not be denied that etiquettes have become the most have part of interpersonal skills along with the other components and attributes, especially in business to business interaction. It is very important. You have to trust on your colleagues. If you ditch to the any one of your colleagues, they also ditch you, so don't do that and use that etiquettes. Eighth point is develop social and general awareness about things. The best part of an intelligent worker is that he is aware both socially and culturally. Here, culturally means the workplace culture you are part of. If you are aware, then you are surely identifying the possibilities and opportunities. In a hurry to get success in your projects, you may tend to avoid people which are very negative. If you have this quality of being socially aware, then you are surely going to identify all the possible problems and solve them with ease. Also, in a bid to be socially aware, don't ignore the other attributes of knowing more than what you should know. Try to learn from every activity and social thing happening around you to enhance your productivity. 9 point is the most important, that don't complain. Don't complain in your life about anything. We see people complaining about their work and office very often. Some people complain about their grumpy boss while others find their colleague very unhelpful. This attitude of yours does not harm others as much as it harms you. To develop interpersonal skill, appreciate more and complain less. Thank your colleagues for whatever little help they render to you and smile often to them. People love to associate and discuss stuff with a cheerful person. It is one gesture that does not cost anything but makes the work environment very positive. More smiling faces and less frowning faces can light up your entire workplace. And the 10th point is become a bit more appreciative. The best way to give your interpersonal skill a new high is to be a bit more appreciative towards the people who work around you. This has two positive results. First, when you appreciate a helping hand someone lends you or a work someone has finished excellently, you are taken to be someone who actually identifies the hard work, welcomes their contributions, and praises them for it. This way, if you need any help further in near future, they will gladly render it to you. Second, you add up to the positivity around you, and by saying just a few words of appreciation, you add to the confidence of another person as well as boost your own interpersonal skill. Next, in spite of all now these things, where you can see beneficial points. First is be an ardent listener. A lot of people would love to interact with you if you would just show interest in listening to what they have to say. When someone is talking, try to be very attentive and really interested in what they have to say or express. If they feel that you are actually interested, they might also like to come up to you with their problems and might want to know your views regarding something, which would further boost your interpersonal skill. Second point is pay attention to others. It is some kind of just like a above point. Whether it is your workplace or just a get together at home, the most important thing that connects people to you is when they see that you care and are actually interested in knowing what has been going on with them. For instance, when you console someone in their bad times, it automatically lights up a green light in their mind in front of your name. Be attentive and know the good and the wrong going on with the people around you to add to your brownie points. Last point is try to solve conflicts. It is obvious that with a workplace that hosts so many people, there will be gossip, conflicts, and fights. To develop your interpersonal skill further, you need to be more of an angel than a devil. Try to sort things out in the office in case of an argument and try to keep people on a good note with each other. The major thing to avoid is gossip, as it can create a negative image of you in front of people. Stay away from gossips as much as you can and never entertain anyone who is involved in it either. There are several changes in the world going on right now. Corporate leaders are acting more strongly and hiring persons who can boost the productivity of their organization. When it comes to the productivity, it happens to be these interpersonal skills which become the norm, as if you have, for example, a very good attitude. There is one saying, One of the most effective ways to improve your interpersonal skill is to imagine how you would like to be treated by others. Means what? Uh, when you are become the judge of any one, you are going to give the judgment, and if you are going to become a guilty person, there you are showing the excuses. Just like that, the soft skill, there are some soft skills to improve your interpersonal skill. That is, the first is the mentoring. Mentoring means coaching one or more people. When you show this ability to your in your workplace, you will become the good person. Second is the leadership, leading and assisting others by example. You can encourage your colleagues with them. Third is the communication, conveying ideas effectively through verbal and non-verbal is useful for you to lead the interpersonal skill. Next is the problem solving, resolving personal, group, and business conflict. You have to solve any kind of problems with your positive attitude. Next is the negotiation, coming to an agreement with others when opinions differ. You have to make the very useful conclusion for any kind of different opinions. Next is the empathy. Empathy means understanding individual in the workplace. You have to take in mind how the individual has going to suffer in any kind of situation. Next is the teamwork. Working together with various people to achieve a single goal. In that, you have to show your ability as a leader to complete your goal or your given task. Then is a practice active listening skill during all conversation. Whenever you have a conversation, a particularly work related or instructional one, be mindful of that the other person is saying. Repeat what they say in your own words to ensure you understand. By showing them you are actively listening, you are fostering a better working relationship. Next point is, let co-workers know when you appreciate them. It feels great when you know those you work hard with or for appreciate your efforts rather than keeping your appreciation to yourself. Let others know when they do a good job. When people know they are appreciated, they are motivated to keep up the good work. In that, you can see if anybody appreciate you that you have done very well work, you do the things very nicely and more appreciatingly. Next point is smile and use positive body language. Body language is important in communication. Taking a pride in your appearance is just the first step. Practice standing in a welcoming way and other nonverbal communication skill. Most of all, smile when interacting with others. Uh, Anybody in your life come in front of you and you just smile and have battle, you have win. Just like that, in your interpersonal skill also, you have to show that. Next is a promote a positive work environment. Positive work environments equal happy co-workers. A positive work environment reduces stress, promotes creativity and innovation, and helps keep employees productive. Touch base with co-workers often and see how they are doing. If you have downtime, offer your assistance to those who need it. Next, we see the 8 tips for developing positive relationship. In organization, it's just like our family, and you have to cope with your co-workers and maintain this kind of relationship. According to that, we see the first point is accept and celebrate differences. One of the biggest challenges we experience in relationship is that we are all different. We can perceive the world in many ways. Certainly, a stumbling block that we come across when we try to build relationship is a desire or an expectation that people will think like we do, and in this way, it is so much easier to create a rapport. We feel more comfortable when we feel that people get us and can see our point of view. Life, however, would be very dull if you were all the same, and while we may find it initially easier, the novelty of sameness soon would wear off. So, accepting and celebrating that we are all different is a great starting point. Second point is listen effectively. There is a point effectively, not the attentively. Okay, so effectively listening is a crucial skill in boosting another person's self esteem, the silent form of flattery that makes people feel supported and valued. Listening and understanding what others' communication to us is the most important part of successful interaction and vice versa. Active or reflective listening is the single most useful and important listening skill. In active listening, we also are genuinely interested in understanding what the other person is thinking, feeling, wanting, or what the message means, and we are active in checking out our understanding before we respond with our own new message. We restate or paraphrase our understanding of their message and reflect it back to the sender for verification. This verification or feedback process is what distinguishes active listening and makes it effective. So there is a third tip for a positive relationship is a give people your time. Giving time to people is also a huge gift. In a world their time in a world where time is of the essence and we are trying to fit in more than one lifetime, we don't always have the time to give to our loved ones, friends, and work colleagues. Technology has somewhat eroded our ability to build real rapport, and we attempt to multitask by texting and talking at the same time. Being present in the time you give the people is also important. So what when you are with someone, you are truly with someone and not dwelling in the past or worrying about the future. The connection we make with other people is the very touchstone of our existence. And devoting time, energy, and effort to developing and building relationships is one of the most valuable life skills. Next point is develop your communication skill. Nowadays, communication skill is very important in every aspect for every person. So we see that communication occurs when someone understands you, not just when you speak. One of the biggest dangers with communication is that we can work on the assumptions that the other person has understood the message we are trying to get across. Poor communication in the workplace can lead to a culture of backstabbing and blame, which in turn can affect our stress levels, especially when we don't understand something or feel we have been misled. It also can have a positive effect or moral when it works well and motivates individuals to want to come into work and do great job.